Welcome back to Off the Rail. Day 2 is finally somehow finished without a little glitch. The boss, Emily Frazer, sorry to put this on you. I was in comms, didn't really know what was going on in that last match. A quick word, explain to the pool fans what was going on at the end of Day 2. Do you know?
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone really knew. Look, obviously we're here in Las Vegas. We have a few remote, sort of things that are going back to the UK. That's why there's slight delays here on the monitors that the spectators can see in the arena. So with every live production like there's always things like this that can occur. We have backup plans that come into motion, and in these situations it's just about finding out what the problem is, and that's what the production team were doing, and it's great they had a backup in place. But from our side of things, what we really wanted to do is that obviously we were mid-match. If that was in between two matches, we would have been able to resolve it a lot quicker. But because we were mid-match, the concern is with the players and with the two teams, because it's a crucial point. You're coming to the end of the day, and these points mean everything. Every match means so much to both teams. You can see how heated it gets. So what we didn't want to do was pause and delay for 3 minutes, get the players off kind of balance, and then shove them back out there. So what we did was we said to the teams, we said, look, you can just break for a little bit now whilst we try to resolve the issue. So you can go to the practice rooms, get back on the table, try and get some momentum back. And that's why it kind of took a bit of a delay, because we wanted to give the players that option. And just, this is the Mosconi Cup, it's the biggest event of the year. And they're under so much pressure out here. So we have to create the right conditions for them. So we did that for both the teams, and then we gave them, a hard time to say, right, we're coming back out, let's play the final match. And what we didn't want to do is we didn't want to have the same problems that both Skylar and Francisco occurred there for the last doubles game. So we've just, drawn a line under that match and said, right, we'll play the doubles tomorrow. Let's just ensure we're fine this end, and that's why we've obviously stopped that last doubles game. So it's just ensuring that the players and the two teams are happy. But I just want to say, hats off to the guys here, because they work under these pressure conditions to try and get a backup and to get it live back to the viewers back at home. So really good team that we've got here on site. So I can only apologise to everyone who's missed that final match. I know everyone was on the edge of their seat. I know we were all sitting there going, oh my God, this match is incredible. You could see the fans coming through. You could see
Skylar was reacting.
Reacting, and then you've got Tyler gearing the crowd up, and then the referee saying no, and it was like perfect TV, and then it goes. So these things happen, but I just want to thank everyone for their understanding, and the players as well.
Let's go back to the very first match of the day.
It feels like days ago.
I know, yeah. Fans' choice. Earl Strickland, of course, won the fans' choice. He was playing Jason Shaw. Earl, what a start he got off to, 3-0. The crowd was up for it. He looked very focused, didn't he, Earl?
He did, and all of a sudden it looked like it was going to go like a 5-0, and it was quite interesting. And everyone says, I was the GOAT, and everyone does root behind Earl, and I think that would have been quite a tough match coming into for Jason, because he's normally the crowd favourite. He's normally that entertainer, and then all of a sudden you're going up against Earl. So credit to him for turning that around and getting that win, because I think most people were expecting to see Earl win that after how it started. But everyone in here was just the atmosphere, the crowd, everything was just so intense. And where the teams are sat on those sofas as well, you can see how much it means to them. They're just sprinting in and out, and then Earl's come off the table, and he's still cool backstage.
He's still all right, yeah.
He's still fine, he's I think a lot of the team were communicating beforehand that their concern was if they were, if something went wrong out here, Earl would go back and complain and, say to the team what's going on. But he seems to be gelling in this team environment, and I think that's working for Team USA. So with everything that's just happened, so what's the final score that we finished with today?
4-4.
I feel like my mind's all over. So we finished 4-4.
Well, the thing is, I think even though Earl lost, obviously Jason come back strong. Obviously Jason was getting a lot of stick off the crowd.
Yes.
He did well to turn that match around. Obviously he had a little bit of help in the middle off Earl. And then obviously that sort of spurred the Europeans on, because then the next match, obviously Filler won. Obviously he plays a little bit like Jason. He was giving the crowd some stick. He loves doing all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then Tyler Steyer from nowhere, who's looked really good, misses a dead easy 6-ball at 3-3 in the doubles, and they lose that point. But let's talk about the last match. Obviously the one that had the glitch, but what a match that was. I don't think I've ever seen a match where the crowd have been so involved. You know, it was coming down to the front. Obviously Skylar Woodward was getting involved. It was an incredible atmosphere in it.
It's really good to see, because in some other sports, or you know, some other tournaments, or some players, they may not engage with the crowd like that, and I think it's something that Skylar just seems to have over here. You know, he's like laughing if people are shouting things out. And I mean, I'm not a player, so I can't even really comment, but if I was out there and people were like cheering like that, I'd feel like it puts me off. But it, you know, I just want to say credit to the players on that side of things, because they're making that work with the crowd. The crowd will only engage if they're having that back with them. And you know, they're talking back to the crowd on Europe side of things as well. So they're making this show, and it was just fantastic to see. I absolutely loved it, and you kind of just sit there like a big smile on your face every time you see. Like, it was a standing ovation as soon as you hit that last 3 balls for every rack that Skylar was on. There was literally a standing ovation in here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was mental.
Really
Everyone's got their phones out, and can you believe that that's only at 4-4? You'd be seeing that at like 10-all when it, you know, it's to win the cup. Yeah. We're not even halfway. We're halfway through the tournament now.
I don't know where we're at. It's been a long and crazy day here. I think we'll call that a wrap. But it is 4-4, and I think overall that is nicely poised for day 3. Don't forget, check out matchroompool.com for all the information, fun videos, stuff like this. Obviously, we're posting all the time. DAZN, 11 a.m, Sky Sports, 7 p.m, with a little bit of luck. 4-4, it is all to play for.